Karina Baksha, I feel like it's at that point it's so focused on objectives, right? And again, you're having the jungle emblems, you're having those demon slayers, just trying to grab as many objectives as you can. Baksha now, one of the great things he does have is just the mobility in his favor, where he can just kind of roll around the map, find something, find a moment for himself or his team. And Karina, yeah, she can go ahead and immune a ton of damage, but at the same time, they do have plenty of CC available.
Yep, I definitely agree, but as of yet, the straps has been set as of now, and that is going to be the adaptations coming in. It's all about executions. It's all about objectives. Hopefully, Smart Omega is going to be able to snowball with this Karina, because this is going to be a pretty crazy match. Ladies and gentlemen, we're heading towards a decided match of who advances and who goes down. This is going to be Todak versus Smart Omega, game number 3.
Man, it starts, like I said, in the jungle. I'm always admiring these Transformer skins, by the way, because I heard them announce it on the analyst desk, and now we get to see it in action. So now, starting on the jungle, I'm expecting typical things. The one advantage, too, early game that Todak really has, anytime you have the Franco, that threat potential is so big, especially early game.
Yeah, I definitely agree. This is going to be a really tough one here. But as of now, Smart Omega looks like they are going to try and force something here, but it's only level 1. I'm a little bit surprised that they are trying to do this, considering that they don't exactly have a power spike. But at the same time, if E2 Max gets a kill right here, right now, and hits his level 3, it's going to be a big problem for Todak.
Right now, man, I mean, standard things is what we're going to see here, right? Chiku versus Kelra. These two, when it comes down to these two gold laners, honestly, it's just a skill matchup at that point, because we talked about the hero matchups himself, and usually it goes against what we say. So I feel like that's going to be in its own right, and also it'll really rely on what Chaknu and Yumes can pull off for their gold lanes.
I feel like as of now, it feels like Todak, they won't be going for the usual Langa strategy. They're going to rely more on Yumes' perspective rather than having Chiku making out these plays. We are expecting a little bit of engagement coming from Formace, especially on bottom side. But what can Masha do except for mirroring Uranus? Because he's not going to be able to come online until maybe, what, level 8, level 9, probably 2 or 3 items. And even then, his sole objective is going to be making sure that Kelra as well as E2 Max doesn't have a good laning phase. And that is still very difficult to do so, especially up against a Uranus who's right in your face and constantly having the sustain to actually overcome these fights.
I mean, I don't really know what happened there in that mid side, but it was actually able to force E2 Max to retreat, and now Chakno, only the man down in that particular area, is going to be chunked to quite low, and that's kind of sus, understanding that they are going to be trying to test for this next objective. I mean, we can already see here Renzio trying to zone out Momo away, but Momo steals that turtle. This is a huge moment, but the Beta Links connect and the real world manipulation goes into clutch here, and it is going to be one member taken down from both sides, traded back straight away, and Moon is caught in a weird situation. He is receiving a lot of damage, learning that Renzio here is very aggressive on that lane.
Yeah, they managed to punish the jungler, but at the same time, it's just so costly. And look at this, Yumes, he's doing a fantastic job with the hooks, but the problem here remains. They can't exactly force 5
alone. Meanwhile, you still have to make sure that Chiku is able to get where he needs to be on this Popo and Koopa.
I definitely agree.
Yeah, a lot of pressure here onto Formace, but Formace is going to go down with so much pressure coming in from Ryzen as well as Renzio. They have put a lot of...
E2 Max will be in a little bit of trouble as well to force the issue, but here comes the Fatal Link combo.
Uh-oh, 3 men down here. The real world manipulation gets popped off as well as E2 Max goes in very aggressively into that backside. Chiku here running for his life. Unfortunately enough, it won't be a kill onto Ryzen, but the kill is going to be placed onto E2 Max instead as Kelra goes in crazy there with that ultimate, and he will be able to take one member down. But is that going to be worth it? Because 2 versus 1 usually goes down, but another trade is happening on the board. Ryzen here, is he able to make out of it alive? But unfortunately, the answer is no once again, and trades after trades all across the board.
Oh my goodness, beautiful execution coming from Yumes. He's paid for his life to buy time for his team, and his team was able to adapt. However, Momo in a very difficult spot, but with the help of Moon, everyone from side of Smart Omega is gonna back up. But look at this, Formace, he wants a little bit more. I don't think he can get this kill, but he is trying to be as annoying as they can, but his HP bar is not necessarily good enough to sustain this. He might be in a little bit of trouble. He doesn't even have sprint right now, but Oh no, it's not that bad yet. But on the bottom side, while the distraction was on his way, they get a pick off onto his Kara 2 times in a row.
This big objective coming up here, the turtle. I'm not sure even who can actually secure this one. It's actually going to be Momo.
Yeah, those Fatal Links actually connect here as the real world manipulation got popped off at the right time. But look at this, E2 Max, no! He goes down once again. Todak here in the upper hand will be able to get another objective on the board, as once again it is going to be
That real manipulation, it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, it might not be enough, as it is going to be Yumes here looking for an engage, but luckily there is so much support coming in from the side of Omega, but the Fatal Links connects, and Chakno will be able to get 3 members. Where is the support though? As Ryzen here is now in a weird situation. Chakno goes down, Renzio 4 versus 1, he's running away for his life. He doesn't want to get taken down, especially before this next objective.
Oh, this is so smart coming from Toda. They know.
Together, they might be looking to make a play here. Not going to connect just yet.
Yeah, not just yet here. The concealed play does come through, but it actually will be figured out. But wait a minute, Suppress gets knocked up here in that moment, and Ryzen is forced to retreat. We can see here so much damage has been placed onto Renzio as the Fatal Links connects onto 2 members. The real world manipulation is close to follow, but unfortunately another member goes down as Chiku will be the one to fall. E2 Max now 3v1 situation. Another one goes down to the hands of Omega, as once again Todak reaches that point of supremacy, looking for more objectives on the board.
Oh, Chaknu tries to recall his always way true, but he's actually going to get scouted out, but this is going to be Atlas. He's buying time for his team. And Toda, once again, you thought Chiku was the man, but he's secretly moved. Look at this burst. He might burst him down, and Toda, they get another one. And just like that, smart Omega, they underestimated and prioritized on the wrong person. And guess what? The true carry here is where Chiku is. He's trying to go for a solo kill, but I don't think the Lord is a objective coming from Toda, because as of now, they're getting a little bit feisty, and Yumes, oh no, he made a mistake. He got pulled back, and just like that, they get a 1-for-1 trade, a tank for an XP, absolutely worth it.
Absolutely worth it here, but we'll see what happens. I mean, the way that they're able to manipulate those waves is so beautiful, but look at this. Chakno already looking for a mode. Unfortunately, cannot connect. The real world manipulation gets popped off, but it gets cancelled by E2 Max as he goes in straight for that backline, and that is a huge resource wasted. Formies here trying to do what he can, looking for an engage, but it cannot be done as there is no follow-up for the moment, but the job has been done. Todak already on its way to get the next objective in this Lord.
I definitely agree, but E2 Max from behind, he's gonna get caught up, and Formies looking for a little bit of plays, but looks like E2 Max is gonna be sitting out this fight. If he forces this issue, he's gonna die off, but the Lord is gonna be taken in the hands of Toda, and this is huge for them. But now, I want to talk about the layers of variation when it comes to itemizations, right? Great, Smart Omega, they've adapted. They realize that Moon is a big threat. But the question remains, how will Kelra deal with the blade armor being set up by both the Baxia as well as the...
The hook connects onto E2 Max, and E2 Max will be the first to fall. That is a wonderful pickup from the side of Todak, and 1 man down, a Lord on the way in the top side. Things are not looking good at all for Omega. I mean, look at the decision coming in from Momo. He goes in very aggressively into that backline. The real world manipulation has been opened up, but the Fatal Links connects as well, but no!
Oh no,
Chakno, he goes down. You can see so much damage has been placed onto the members of Omega. Todak, 1 member down. It is going to be Todak dethroning the champions, the defending champions of the sea, coming out on top here in game number 3.
Oh, the swordfish!